25th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now. Yeah. Black Ink Radio.
Yeah, nigga, I don't give a fuck about these hoes. No, bitch, I'ma stay lit. See a nigga pull up in a Lambo and they be all over y'all dick. Lame ass hoes, I don't trust none though, so I always be on my shit. Money, I don't gamble, niggas. Fuck him so good that he call me a hoe. I give him this pussy and take his lingo. Yeah, you gotta know that it's real. My bitches look good and we all dressed to kill. I know some shooters that's hoovers. Lick that shit up, call them movers. Real niggas keep a blicky with them. Toolie to your noodles, I'll stick it to you. Never could I want you and I fuck your homie. My bitch hit me up and drop the addy on you. Now we gon' ride, cause all of that capping, you know, and them hitters gon' slide. I'm out my mind and been that way since the day I remember that my granny died. 15, just a teen. Memories kill me, and I be sparing. You fuck niggas, all of y'all lucky. The real ops be the thoughts, is calling the cops and taking your knots. But you busy spinning the block with hot niggas. That's fresh out the can, that shot niggas. To be with your man, so stop nigga. Don't know what you want, I treat me like playing. Sex, like a stall or shit, and I'm gone, ain't laying on niggas. Chest, you Luigi, cannot appease me, nigga, you second best. Don't love with my heart, that's wrong, and I don't want cardiac arrest. No cardiac arrest. Princess, like a stall or shit, and I'm gone, ain't laying on niggas. Chest, you Luigi, cannot appease me, nigga, you second best. Don't love with my heart, that's wrong, and I don't want cardiac arrest. No cardiac arrest. No feeling. Told him with all of me emotions, he childish. Fucking some boy, now both of them wildin'. We ain't supposed to have feelings in it. I'm confused, call Kimmy. Do it like the niggas see me. You trippin', you knew I was tempting. I ain't gotta spare no hoe. When you had the chance, you didn't, so caught the ops and start clapping. You know that nigga, I told ya. We ain't speaking if you ain't freaking. Call me quick, I'm running, you need me. Doing the dash so your hoes can't see me. Pulling up fast, just hopping the beamer. You all on my ass, cash out for this feature. You mention your moms, but I wanna meet her. Beat me like a drum, not slow like a beetle. Titty sitting up like grandma when she fall asleep on that couch watching Eddie Griffin. All on my knees with a band-aid, swallow your kids so you know that it ain't no speaking. Picking me up so we slide in the rental. Don't tell me what you finna do, ain't my business. Got out too fast, having scales in my car, neighborhood trap star, so we put you in Guinness. Told him I don't need no foreplay, spot that 40 across a bitch clip till I come. Got me singing like I'm Trey Songz or a gospel singer hitting them runs. Giving this pussy, we fucking the yo. We having his way and I'm touching my toes. Pure honey and I came here to talk my shit. Yeah, and I don't give a fuck, nobody stopping me, bitch. Ain't know I'm litty when I'm in your city. Got my bitches with me, ass and titties, they ain't little bitty. Nigga, we like big shit. Hey, big rocks, big trucks, that's what we copping here. And this bitch ain't too bougie, I'm in the project. With that hoe over there Yo, everybody, it's your girl Pure Honey. We are tuned in here to another listening session with Pure Honey. My guest here tonight is the progress report, you guys. So just start by introducing yourselves, let everybody know who you are individually for me, please.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? It's your girl Lala Shepherd.
Boss Brit, the most lit.
What's up, it's DJ Excel.
Period. Okay.
Okay, that's
guys.
cute. I'm so excited that you're here. To be honest, after I invited you, I did more research, and I'm proud of y'all. I'm really proud of y'all. I'm obliged for you to take time out to be here with me. I'm new to this, you know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
So I'm diving right in. I got some questions.
All right. Damn, I should have kept that water.
So DJ XL.
Yes.
Biggest career sacrifice.
Let's get right to it.
Straight to it.
Okay.
Biggest career sacrifice. Like, for my career?
For your career.
I moved from my family to not having nothing. And my niece and nephew were like, I don't have kids, so that was like my kids that I had to leave.
I see it.
My friend ain't never been on TV before.
No, I just thought that was cute. That's why I was like, oh, that's cute.
She's childish. But yeah,
so
that probably was it.
So was that move like a pick up, like a decision to move, or did it just kind of happen because?
Nah, it was actually like a 6-month plan that fell into place because then I found out my girlfriend at the time was cheating on me.
Oh, wow.
But income tax came, so I had a little $1,500. All right, I was balling. I risked it all with my $1,500.
Okay.
So when I look back, it all fell into place, and like her actually cheating on me and shit allowed me to leave without having any baggage. You know what I'm saying? Because I originally had a plan like, all right, I'm gonna get my feet on on the ground, and then I'm gonna have you come out there and all that.
That's
That shit took me years. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it actually let me come out here with not having to worry about nobody else. So it was a blessing.
Literally stranded out here last year, coming to do shows and stuff. I didn't realize Georgia was that expensive. So
Yeah,
I'm doing shows
it gets
every
tough
night
out
or
here.
something, you know. So I just dived right in and overspent. I slept in my car until February this year.
Wow.
Yeah, literally, and here we are. So yeah, that's why that question came up, because I like to, you know, see and understand what you sacrificed. We all did. All right.
The crazy thing about Atlanta, though, everybody says there's so much to do and so many opportunities, but they leave out the point that you got to spend money at every event, everything to do.
Parking lot, that's 50, 60 dollars before you even make it inside. So
Cost $200 to walk outside. I swear to God. Walk out the door.
Literally.
That was 2.
Okay, Lala. Is business personal?
Is business personal?
It's business personal.
Damn, you coming right to it. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Yes, like I feel like people always try to tell me, nah, business is business, personal is personal, and you know what it is for me. Being an entrepreneur makes that shit personal. And any time I work with people, even if it wasn't my business, I try to truly develop a real relationship with them. So therefore, I look at you like either a friend, a brother, a sister, or whatever, and I can't help it. I take all that shit personal, and you know, I think that's a flaw of mine sometimes. You know what I mean? Because it's gotten me burnt in the past. You know what I mean? But I take all that shit personal. Just like, you know, even with the progress report coming about, that probably wouldn't have happened had I fell out with somebody. So it's like, you know,
we want details. Look at her. She looking like,
I'm okay.
Who's the somebody saying that?
No.
We messy.
But no, me and this person, we good now. But like, I'm loyal to a fault sometimes, where it's like, I want to make sure you succeed, and sometimes, you know, you can't want for more than they want for themselves.
That's
You know what I
Of
mean?
course,
And
of course.
it's just
But tie that into taking business personal, because
it's like I took that personal. Like, you know, I want to see you win. And it's like sometimes
because
people,
business was already involved.
yeah, like,
So
you
you
know,
were overextending yourself.
right. I'm looking at your shit like shit. If you succeed, I succeed.
Right.
So you know, but when we fell out, it was just like, I got to do my own thing. I got to do my own business, you know.
Yeah.
But I still take everything real personal. I'm trying to get better at that, but I can't help it.
Nah, but when you say like as an entrepreneur, you take it personal. That
It
makes
is
sense because it'd be
personal,
like
literally.
you
It's
messing with my
personal.
business, my livelihood.
It's your
Yeah.
livelihood. It's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
It's
So I
hard.
agree, but I just wanted to know if other people felt that
Oh,
way.
definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
So
Hell yeah.
I don't see how people don't.
I'm glad to hear that. So, Boss Britt,
Yes, ma'am.
do you believe women are stereotyped based on their lane in the industry? Meaning models,
Good question.
rappers, you know, depending on what they do, is there a certain stereotype on women?
Yeah, there definitely is, but I think some women just made it that way. Like, like how in the beginning, like for example, like dancers. Like I used to think dancers be fucking on everybody and all kind of shit, but that's just the stereotype that's on them. But in reality, is they just doing their fucking job. Like they just here to make a bag.
Some of 'em.
Some of them. That's why I said some women make
Majority.
certain stereotypes
Right.
true, and then people hold them to that stereotype. When in actuality, everyone's not.
Do you
like
feel like
that.
you've been stereotyped?
Oh, I thought you meant a stripper. you been a stripper?
Clappers. I think people do have a stereotype for me. Like, you know, I'm a promoter, so they think, you know, girl, I'm a player. I got hoes, stuff like that. When the reality is, I don't have hoes. I'm actually in a relationship, and I'm very faithful. So I think that's the one.
Shout out to the faithful people.
Yeah, shout out to the faithful people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's stereotype.
So this question is for you all as a group.
Mhm.
The progress.
Yes,
Report.
Destiny Child.
The biggest accomplishment thus far of the progress report, if you had to collectively say one, what would that be?
You got some great questions.
Revolt,
Yeah,
probably. I
we-
would say Revolt for me personally.
Yeah.
Revolt. We just signed a deal with Revolt Podcast Network.
Turn up.
Well, not just signed it, but I mean, how long has it been? Like
Been a few
months. I would say that's probably one of the biggest.
So we're gonna say,
Top of my head.
y'all
What y'all
gonna
think?
agree with that one?
I would agree because as a podcast, you are trying to grow to hit a different, you know, a bigger platform. So right. I would say that.
I'm proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Really, really, really. Okay, which is crazy that question came up. So the next question was for Excel again. Your reaction to Revolt picking up the podcast. What was that? How did that come about? And then, how
did it come about?
And your reaction
to finding out. Well, we've done so many interviews, and they say, it just takes that one. And we did the interview with Carly. And her just talking about Thug being in jail and her talking to him. And then it went on every single site that we know. Even like the Breakfast Club talked about in Rumor Reports. Yeah. They referenced the Progress Report. Vlad
Shade
TV.
Room.
The Shade Room. Every platform that we watch on a daily.
So even with that interview, you guys were just still following your normal, normal business as usual, and then that hit, and then
we did nothing special or different.
We were just like carrying on about the day, and I remember I said, y'all, like, because the Shade Room posted it, and I was like, y'all, let's soak this, like, let's be because we on to the next, and I'm like, yo, let's enjoy this moment because this is really dope. And then from that we got an email and stuff from Revolt, and how I felt was just like, damn, this is great, and just keep working. I don't know, we just don't stop working. But it was really dope, and it showed, because I feel like whoever's seen that clip looked back and was like, oh shit, this not one interview they did hundreds, you know what I mean? And that's what made it all make sense. That like,
all right, Lala. 2 things that surprised you the most in the interview with Big Walk Dog about him.
He was tall as hell. Dude was huge. He came in, and I'm like, okay, I'm so tall already, so I'm already used to like my guests being shorter than me or whatever. Damn. Like for real, like, so it's like he was a big guy. Wow. Also, he was a gentle giant. He was so sweet. Aww. He was the sweetest, like, most humble young man. He had manners. I mean, his whole crew was just dope, and I really loved his energy. So those 2 things for sure. I like
for sure. Okay.
Gentle giant.
He was.
Okay, so Boss Brit.
Yes, ma'am.
What would you say is a deal breaker, an automatic deal breaker for business? Automatic.
If you want to do business with me, or just
if we're already doing it or initially trying to, what is just one thing that's just like, nope, can't do it?
I can't work with people who don't match my energy, because like I go hard with everything I do. I give 120. So if you don't give me 120 like I'm giving 120, that's a deal breaker. Period. You gotta match my motherfucking energy. Period.
I love it.
You're funny as hell.
So you're not the type to try to. Because I have a lot of people that have so many ideas. I'm over the idea thing. Like, if I don't see you actually putting some type of footwork into it, I can be...
Right.
I don't want to say, like, mean or non-supportive, but it's just not a thing yet because you're not making it one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So have you ever been the type to try to help put that motivation first and you just realize maybe you shouldn't?
Yeah, I used to do that a lot back in the day, but it's just you get to a point where like you just can't be sitting on stuff. You got to be executing. Even myself, I think I have a lot of ideas too that I really don't always execute immediately, because it's all about timing too. That's the thing too as well. So, but if you want to come to me with an idea, like you gotta at least put something behind it, like some type of force behind it, because I don't like just like, that's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Like, what we doing here at this point? Like, why we keep meeting and talk about what we gonna do?
Talking about
why we ain't doing it? Like, it's wasting time. I don't have time to waste no more. Like, I'm getting up there.
Gotcha.
I'm getting up there.
Getting up there?
Yeah, I'm still in my 20s right now, but
the youngest one.
I'm getting up there. I ain't got time to waste.
Okay, DJ XL, DJ or host?
I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta choose one. It's just that's what has happened at this point. This is you have to choose one or another. Which one are you choosing?
See, can I say why that's a tough question? No, you don't even want to hear it. That's some bullshit.
DJ or host. That's it.
Come on, man. Don't.
If I say the wrong thing, am I
We
gonna
gonna fall out tonight. Say no.
Wrong thing?
I'm dead.
All right, if I say my answer, can I explain it then?
Of course. It's a
Damn.
listening session.
Girl, what you about to say?
She about to say DJ.
I feel like
No.
this is a safe place.
No, I want to say host.
Yeah, it's giving host.
I want to say host because DJing, I love DJ. I DJed for 17 years.
Okay.
But I don't want to be a 50-year-old DJ.
Okay.
Where host.
Wait a minute. Period. Now, what's wrong with that?
Girl, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. God damn.
She be in a booth stretching.
You getting up there.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying host. You can host for forever. Not only that, like stuff that we're doing now on the show can last for forever. Once you DJ a party, you DJ the party. If we did a dope ass interview, we can make money off of that interview 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So I just see longevity wise, I would like to get out of there and make it bigger and hosting, and then like we can have a lit ass party and it'd be 300 people. We can have a lit ass interview and 100,000 people seeing that. So I just think it's more impactful in the long run.
I'm happy to hear that. I didn't expect that actually.
I know, that's why it
I didn't
hurt.
expect that neither.
It
She
hurt.
was gonna say that.
I ain't. No, you did.
I swear I
Say
did.
no playing.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm
Getting
tired.
Getting up there.
Tired.
Okay, so Lala, how do you think we can resolve the disconnect between unmotivated people and natural born hustlers?
Damn, your questions are amazing.
Okay.
I think it's like this. It start when you like. I wish that more kids had the opportunity to be exposed to everything early on.
When you say
Because,
everything,
like anything, like as a kid, you should put if you can put your kids in every sport, every art, creative thing, see what they like to do, because every kid different. Everybody ain't gonna like basketball. Everybody ain't gonna like to draw, and I feel like it starts young. And I think you gotta have good role models too. My mom naturally was my role model because she was getting her master's degree as I was a kid, and it's like, just seeing that, what I mean, that meant a lot, like, and I think even if like I'm dead, like even if she didn't know it, but she definitely motivated me a lot. It was never no excuse that I could make, because it's like she did it having a kid. I don't have kids, so what's my excuse? But I think the disconnect,
to mend it together, because you got so many people out here that are just, to me it seems naturally unmotivated, like they really don't want to do anything. And then you got people like us that are going to get up and go make that happen. So how do you feel like we could bridge the gap to bring everybody together, so everybody's working together as a whole, help those unmotivated people see you can do it, I mean, let me say this. Listen, if you either got it or you don't. And I mean, that's just being real. And I think, because this is why. Because everybody doesn't have a passion.
Yeah.
And I think, I always tell people, like, man, as long as you got a passion, you blessed. You're going to find a way. Period.
But I meet people all the time that I see a talent in them and they don't see it in themselves.
But they're not passionate about it.
That's true.
It's different. If you talented, some people can be really good at something and don't be passionate about it. And that's unfortunate, but...
So you saying the answer to my question is that you don't think we can?
As an adult, as a kid, it's still time. Because it's like, you can still change a kid's habits. Adult be setting their ways.
Y'all. I don't want that to be the answer.
I mean,
you can't want stuff for people where they want it for themselves. So I get what you're saying, because I see a lot of potential in a lot of motherfuckers. But I ain't about to force that potential out of you, because if you don't want that for yourself, how am I going to want it for you and you don't want it for yourself? It starts with yourself. So I think, like you said, being exposed to stuff, for me, like when I started traveling, though, I ain't gonna lie, like that motivated me to like go out and get it so I can travel for the rest of my fucking life. I love traveling. Like I'm from Ohio, so just seeing different things outside my city, like that is really eye opening. But it sucks for like minorities and like the black community, because we don't always have the access to travel and do things like that. But I think where we at now with technology, if you just looking up the correct stuff on the internet, that alone should be motivating you. There's plenty of ways to do self-motivational things.
I'm scared about these answers. I'm serious. I really want to, because I see more and more people, like since I've been here, I don't know what's going on in the world, energy or whatever, but people are exposing themselves so quick. I love it though, you know, but it's always something negative that I have to cut them off for. So now I'm isolated by myself, and it's like, yo, where is everybody? But it's just me, and I don't want. I mean, I'm gonna do what I have to do, but I don't want it to continue being
you
all of us just sitting here elevating, and the masses are down there not. I want to figure out what the thing is that we can get in there and do to help that, so we can all grow. So
not everybody meant to do that. Like if it was like that, then you wouldn't have nobody working the 9 to 5s. We wouldn't have nobody at McDonald's giving us that. We wouldn't have people at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of need those people that are complacent working a 9 to 5, and then you need a motivating crew too. It ain't meant for everybody, and that it just ain't.
Yeah. And it take time too. Like we've been doing for over 10 years.
Right.
So a lot of people ain't even been doing nothing for over 10 years.
I just started pushing everything within this last year.
You know what I'm saying? You have so much time. You have so much time ahead of you. Like, and as long as you just keep doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna the universe gonna naturally place people around you that's supposed to be around you. But that's why I said earlier, timing is everything.
And let me stop you right there because I'm gonna show you this cue card after this. Everything that the way y'all are elaborating on these questions is literally leading me directly to the next freaking question. Yeah. And yours is time or money. Which one would you choose to have more of right now? More time, more money?
That's a good question.
You get the money, but you don't know how much time you got.
Take that time.
I am not time or money. Time.
Okay. Why time?
Money don't last as long as time. Money man-made paper. And it's evil for real. I've seen a lot of people do some weirdo shit over some money, man. Like money can change people. They'll flip on you over some money. So I'd rather the time. Okay. Yeah, time is important.
Priceless.
I was trying to see if I could buy more time with money. That's why I was like, hold on, let me get some more money. Not buy more time. I was like, nah, you can't buy no time, nigga. Hold on. You can't buy no time, nigga. Hold on.
Okay. What can I get for you today? A little more time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, who could I buy some time from?
Okay. All right. So, do you guys believe that there is importance in somebody taking the time to actually listen to you, to be heard, for somebody to listen to what you have to say? I know life can get busy, and a lot of times and why?
I'm gonna say this, like when I all right, friendships and dating, like I pay attention to like if this person is telling me all their problems and not listening to what I'm saying, because it's like I'm mindful of that too. Like it's like if I have an issue and I come to somebody with it, or if I'm having it's a good day, like fix your phone. If I'm having a good day, I'm sorry. If I'm having a good day, I'm gonna make sure I'm being mindful of making it not just about me, but you too. And if I'm talking to somebody new, that's the first turn off. If it's just you.
I hate that.
I don't like that shit.
Like with a passion, like we'll call like, hey, what you doing? I'm chilling. Man, today I such and such.
I don't like that.
20 minutes went by. You didn't even ask how my day was.
Right, they been putting all their problems on you.
Weird. Okay, and what about you, Boss Bird?
The same question? Oh, I absolutely agree, and I had to learn that just like with maturing and stuff, because I feel like I've always been a person that put people before myself, and once I realized I gotta put myself first, things like that, people actually listening to me became more important for me as well, because I can't just be receiving all of someone's problems and putting that on, and I got my own shit going on too as well. And then it just feels good to always have somebody to talk to too, like venting to somebody that actually cares and not gonna like be telling your business, most importantly, which is why I used to not. Yeah, that's why I didn't used to talk a lot to certain people about certain things, because people just be gossiping. Just
I stopped talking about things while I'm going through them. So I take the time to go through it, because I realized even one of my closest homegirls, I could call her like, girl, today was messed up. My friend such and such and such. And she like, girl, well, that's why, you should have.
Yeah. I told you that was going to happen. Like, that's not what I want to hear right now.
Thanks a lot. You don't want to hear the truth. I love the truth.
That's my mama, boy. My mama used to do stuff like that.
To show some compassion, so. Absolutely. What about you, DJ?
I think communication, everything in every relationship. because sometimes what I learned is that like we be assuming people know how we feel or think the way that we think, and we be like, yo, we be feeling a whole type of way and think it's obvious, and it don't be that obvious to them. True. And if we just communicate that, we could probably get through a lot of our issues, especially with good friendships or relationships, you know. For sure. Communication, everything.
I asked that question because I feel like understanding is probably the thing that could resolve like everything in the world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like a lot of people get to a place where you judge people because they're not handling things how you would, or what you think is best, or what I think is best. I'm still guilty of that. I'm pretty sure y'all are too. We still have our own mindset up of what's appropriate. However, if somebody is not you, then what you feel is appropriate is 9 times out of 10 not going to be the same for them.
And it's understanding but if you where y'all coming from.
Yeah, why, you know, what might have motivated them to do something so crazy that you didn't like, or something so disrespectful. If you're genuinely trying to build and have a friendship, relationship, or whatever with that person, I think it's important to...
What's that?
It's a chord or something?
I'm not sure.
Sometimes it's deflating.
That's the...
no.
That bass was deflating though.
No, it's in the headphones. But it's
gone now.
It's gone now.
That shit sound like somebody farted.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bass from...
I don't know. It might be the camera,
I never
man.
heard that sound.
Me neither.
It's the quiet one.
You look like you
I
did
never
sound
had
once
the
go.
quiet one. I'm dead.
Yeah, so as a kid, you know, it took me, I ain't gonna expose my age, y'all, but I'm up there. You talking about you getting up there, I'm up there, you know. But it took me till about maybe 5 or 6 years ago to realize how many people that were so close to me do not know me. Like, you don't know, but they think that they did based on things that I did do or did say, even at an immature age where that's not how I would handle that again. So I had to go back and revisit some of those situations, those people, and help them understand, yeah, I did this, but this is who I am. You know? But it takes for somebody to care enough to want to understand you. So the listening part is where I think it kind of starts at, which is why I named the podcast The Listening Session.
Okay.
That's hard. That's hard.
I like that.
You know, everybody period. I'm so glad y'all came out. So you did send me a YouTube link. Was that, you sent me that?
Yeah, I think we for the page probably for the interviews probably. Yeah.
So we're gonna play a little bit of it.
Okay, cool.
Here. And tell me about the.
I don't know which one you better look at.
Which
link?
Yeah,
I mean, which link is it? Okay, so probably either one of our interviews or an interviewer, or like an interview that somebody did us or something we did.
You nervous?
I know. I'm just like, I wonder which link it was.
Okay, you got it, Rich. Of course. All right.
He said, of course.
Let's see.
It's probably good.
It's gonna play on
off
the
the
screen.
porch, maybe. I don't know.
The anticipation is killing me.
Prosper the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel.
We are the Progress Support.
And we just jumped off the porch.
Oh,
Still
okay.
shot for
Good
me.
bastard, let's go.
Wednesday at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts.
All right. So we got the progress report jumping off the porch with us today.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, ladies.
Salute to Hayes.
Thank you, Hayes.
Yeah, you know, we go way back, so this is a
Thanks.
long time in the
Yeah.
making here. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So for people who may not be familiar, though, just go ahead and introduce yourselves individually so everyone knows who's who.
Okay. My name is DJ Excel. I'm Lala Shepherd.
Prosper the most lit.
There
We
it
the
is.
Progress Report. Hey.
There it is. Yeah. So welcome again.
Thank you.
Yeah. So first off, let's take it back. I don't think any of y'all are from Atlanta, right? Or am I tripping? So, Excel, kick it off. Where are you from originally?
I'm from York, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a couple rappers from York.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow, really? That's shocking sound.
That is, yeah.
Wow,
I think only like 1 or 2.
Right.
I don't hear that every day.
Shout out to York.
Yeah. And Lala?
Yeah, so me and Boss Britta. Wow, where y'all from? We from the same city, so we both from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, Cincinnati, 513. You know who they? You might have heard the Bengals.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm on y'all ass. I'm a Dolphins fan tonight, so
Oh, man, come on, Hayes.
someone's got to lose.
And it's gonna be y'all.
Who they?
We can't afford another one.
Sure
Yeah,
can.
we won that one. We won.
Right.
Barely.
And I
So,
DM'd
how'd
him.
you guys
did.
meet up? Did you guys all meet in Atlanta? Did y'all two
Barely.
know each other in Cincinnati? Break this down for us.
Definitely. So
we shady. Look,
we did technically meet here.
Okay.
So of course, you know, Brit's been doing parties and stuff for a long time, so I knew of her, but we weren't like, you know, hanging out necessarily or working together back then.
Yeah.
But me and Excel actually met through Hood Affairs. So salute to Hood Affairs, the legendary Hood
Absolutely.
Affairs. And you know, once it was just instant chemistry once we met.
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
So were all of you living in Atlanta at this time?
The crazy thing is, I just moved to Atlanta. I believe Lala probably got it like 2 years before or something like that.
Okay.
But I just moved to Atlanta, and I went to an event, a listening party, and you know, just networking, and Hood Affairs came up to me, and I told them what I do, and they're like, well, yo, my homegirl just kicked off a podcast. You should be a guest DJ. So I was a guest DJ on there, and the first...
Thank you for introducing me, DJ.
That's the reason.
Yeah, OJ. No, I was about to say somebody else, but it was OJ the Juice.
I did take my
like,
Right.
this is crazy. This is my first like interview I'm doing with them, and I just hit her up like, yo, can I continue to DJ with you? She's like, yeah.
Hey,
so
she had me playing instrumentals the whole interview. Back in the day, I was playing instrumentals during the whole interview.
Okay, I knew my
I'm like, what other?
We was in the gay club together, you know, doing so you had to define what we was doing, you know. And then when I moved to Atlanta, I knew you had Dr. J.
I'm happy that ended, because that used to be a thing in podcasts, like to have interviews while people were talking. I mean, have instrumentals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, some of them still do. So what was that experience like, and how did that interview come about with Off the Porch? That's a big...
I mean, I'm gonna say this though. That was a dope moment. I think that was a dope moment for us, cause like it was like, you know, Off the Porch, they legends, man. You know, Dirty Glove Bastard. They really was one of the first platforms to let me get my feet in the door in Atlanta. To be honest, like I still write for their site to this day, and they just some real solid guys that do good business. And you know, I just fuck with their whole brand. And we've been knowing them. We've been knowing each other, but it just felt right this year to do the interview and to ask to do the interview, because it's like, man, you know, we've been having stuff to talk about, but it was time for it.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was definitely a blessing to be on there, because like she said, like that's a very notable platform right there. A lot of big name artists and entertainers go through there, so for them to put us on there, that was real dope.
And how did it come about?
Hayes the homie, you know, the guy that gave us the interview. I mean, really, all of them over there, Spitty, Michaela, you know, it's Manny, all of them, they just silent people. And in the media world, we all know each other, really. You know, we do business together. I send them clients to send me clients, and shit, we needed the interview. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Y'all, I want to thank you again for coming out.
Thank you.
I told Boss Brett I get emotional, girl. Trying to hold my...
She's about to start crying.
No, I'm not. I'm doing better.
You gotta do the period sound.
I'm doing better, y'all. Period. So, I do want to thank you guys again for coming out, and make sure you understand that from the bottom of my heart, I'm so proud. Like,
thank you.
So I'm so humble. You know, I don't really look at people for what they do, what they have, or who is supporting them, or, you know, I go off of energy, like you said earlier. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So when I initially hit you up, I didn't know much about who all you guys have worked with. I saw you, Britt, and DJ XL doing the parties, and then I came across her page separately, but that you guys all, and then I found the progress report. I'm like, what?
It's a whole lot of shit going on.
Whole lot.
So then when I went to do my actual research, you guys have interviewed some pretty pertinent people. What about the interview with Lyrica Anderson?
We did do Lyrica.
Yeah, I love Lyrica.
Yeah, she was sweet.
She was super humble. I love when you meet celebrities and you just realize like this is a normal human being, and they treat you just like a human being. Not all of them, you know, treat people like human beings, but I do like people like Lyrica who just what's up? Want a hug? Want a picture? What's up? Like just normal. Like so. Yeah, her energy was dope.
For sure.
And our homegirl set that up for us too. So sometimes it be like that. It be blessings just coming out of nowhere. She hit us up and was just like, y'all want to interview? I'm like, duh, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm glad, y'all. I'm proud of you. I'm gonna continue to say that. I like.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
You know, it means a lot to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't like to tell you that often. But again, this has been a listening session with Pure Honey.
Yes.
And my guest here, the progress report. Y'all tune in next time.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wait, don't leave. I want to get a piece of content real quick. Would you mind recording something for me off my phone?
He said
If
he
you don't mind.
focused.
I know he is. I
recording.
know, right? Okay. Maybe not. I just like if you could just record like a video, like just on my snap. Like, give me that phone. Just can you record us, like all of us, real quick? No, like.
Oh, it went off the page.
Okay, so you can record all of us real quick, and then just get a glimpse of the TV because I'm trying to get some.
You made it.
It's actually a film.
I'm glad I ain't ended because I was about to stop it. That TV would have black.
Oh yeah, nah. I was just trying to get some content so I can make a thing. Yeah. Oh no, keep it low way. Yeah, please.
Oh, she got.
For the reels, good for engagement. All right, so you can let us know when we record it. We can just
don't
look like we're
stand in
doing
front
something.
of the camera because you're gonna get your
Oh,
back.
and I want to get a drop.
You heard, brother?
Oh, for sure.
Move over because look, when you get up there, all you're gonna see is your back.
Yeah, oh, no,
So you can sit down low key. You ain't even got to stand if you don't want to.
Yeah. I'm looking at her camera.
Because we still live.
You may put it back.
Yeah, put it on. Just put it on.
I ain't never seen that.
Put it on record. Yeah, it's different features.
Okay, there you go. And then we could just get the whole table, like start
Yes,
with
sir.
the Black Ink radio joint, and get the TV, then we lit.
Yes, sir.
Nah, he don't
You
know
gotta
how
hold
you
it. Oh, no.
Snapchat.
Just hold that circle in the middle. Just hold it down the whole time.
Cause why Lala use Snapchat?
Don't know right now.
Right. Yes, sir.
And then the TV.
Gonna be able to get that.
Okay.
I underestimated him right then, but
I ain't gonna lie. He killed it just now.
No,
thank you.
When you see the actual footage, this guy is
no, I don't doubt it.
amazing. He's
I don't
also
doubt
a
it.
filmmaker. Y'all tap
I don't
in
doubt
before
it.
y'all leave to a Scar film. Shout
We'll
out to
do.
him.
We'll
Shout out to
do.
Rich Mo.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, guys.
We
A
lit.
business session with Pure Honey. Thanks again for coming
Thank you,
out.
girl.
You're now tuned in to